groovy.
Welcome to Horror After Midnight. I am your host, Casey, here tonight with Slinky Jallow, and then we have Aaron Poe from a podcast from Beneath. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Oh, man. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for inviting me on this little talk we're going to have about this movie.
Oh, boy. Yeah, no, thank you so
Scream 3.
Ah.
Scream 3, the movie that out of the franchise that most people do not like, but it wasn't the most popular one.
Yeah, it's definitely my least favorite of the four.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the weakest. All right. Let's get this out of the way, then we can get into it. Get to the nitty gritty. Let's see. Scream 3. All right.
Yeah.
Released in 2000 by Dimension Films. Written by Aaron Kruger, directed by Wes Craven. Starring the usual suspects: David Arquette, Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox, that hair, Patrick Dempsey, Scott Foley, Lance Hendrickson, Jenny McCarthy, Parker Posey. It was released February 4th. The budget was $40 million, and it raked in $161 million, which is shocking.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it did its business, man.
Yeah. Well, it had the Scream name attached to it. And of course, you had Wes Craven at the helm, and people were big fans of him. So I guess that is shocking. I didn't know that. That's crazy, man. This background was a toss-up between this and Courtney Cox's hairdo, because that's scary.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. Sure.
That should have been the killer in the movie.
Yeah. Oh man.
Screw Roman. Initial thoughts. You're our guest, so.
Oh, okay. I'll yeah.
Did you see it in the theater? What Oh my god. So,
yes. Yeah. Yes. Actually, I did go to see it in the theater. I was one of those people. Yeah. My initial thoughts on this, and after kind of looking into it, and I was gonna watch it again, but I was like, I'm gonna try to go off my memory a little bit and read about it and kind of jog the old brain there. But it seems to me like it if you watch it again and knowing what I know with the rewrites and a lot of stuff was going on at that time, and the media was skewering things because things were too violent, so they scaled back. I mean, the first Scream, the kills in it were just awesome. Garage door, Drew Barrymore sliced in half, just hanging from a tree, a corpse in a tree. And this one was just so watered
down. Again, the attention. Well, because Columbine happened.
Yeah.
And it stinks how the studios they'll go back and forth. The sensibilities, stuff like that. It's a Scream movie. Wes Craven is directing it.
It's supposed to be a slasher, not like some Disney flick.
Yeah. And it was a whodunit, and they kind of add a comedy element to it a little bit, But yeah, I just it could have been so much more than it is. I don't hate it out of the franchise. It's not so unwatchable, but you can tell if you go into it and start reading these things, you kind of like, okay, that was last minute. I mean, that's the stories. It's just weird how they. Oh, hey, it's my birthday. Why do we care if he's having a birthday party? Why are you throwing this stuff around?
Yeah.
It was just a mess.
You can tell, like with the whole cotton part, that was. Yeah. I would say that's a natural progression. Cotton. Okay, became a talk show host, and the guy's a douchebag. He's a Hollywood douchebag now.
Yeah.
But then there's like the Cindy thing, or Sydney thing rather, and then there's the supernatural kind of part where she's seeing her mom. And Dewey's a cockroach. They can't kill Dewey.
Yeah, he's been through a lot.
But yeah, I think the rewrites really hurt it.
Well, and they said the writer of it, I read, the writer of it didn't even take the notes that I guess the guy that was in charge of the screenplay and all that, he didn't even read the notes. He was just like, whatever. And he just kind of, it's like, well, come on, man. I mean, you got to work. No one was working together.
Yeah. In Hollywood, you tend to fail upward. And so it's like, I can't imagine being a screenwriter and not reading, given to read this it'll catch you up.
Like here's
Yeah. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. Continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I want to hear Casey's thoughts on it.
There you go, man. Yeah.
My initial thoughts when I first saw this movie, I loved it. But going back on it now, like I was saying earlier, it's like the weakest one in the entire series. Gale just looked terrible the entire time. Like you were saying, the kills are really just bland. Nothing really special about them. The Scooby Doo house at the end.
That's what. Yeah, it's a Scooby Doo mystery house. You know, secret passages and man.
I mean, the acting was all right, but other than that, the story really wasn't that great. The rewrites. Originally, it was supposed to be like Stu, had like a following. He was like following, basically leading them from a prison, and then they switched it over to being a stepbrother or a half brother. It just really, I don't know.
Like how? I mean, Sydney's mom. You know, you want to say Ghostface is the killer, the villain, but it's her mom. Like she screwed over so many people when she was alive that it was like, and then. Hey, I'm your son from Hollywood when you went through that whole thing. And she's like, get the hell out of here. I don't want anything to do, like it's his fault, And I just don't believe that, I don't, it's just weird. Like they just make her the person that's why we have Ghostface. That's the origins. People have been screwed over. You have, what was it? Her boyfriend in the beginning, his dad was cheating, with her mom.
Billy Loomis's dad, yeah.
And then wasn't it Billy Loomis's mom in part 2?
Yeah, Aunt Jackie.
Yeah,
crazy
Aunt Jackie, Roseanne. And now you have, and that's another problem I have is the guy that they chose to play the killer in this. Like, he does look kind of psychotic, but I wish they didn't do that. I wish they went a different direction with that whole movie. And I think they're doing it with the new one, not to jump ahead, but I think they're doing that with the new one where it's kind of like a cult. And I thought, part 3, that should have been part 3. Just have a killer cult wearing masks. They're in the Stab franchise. They love it. And then they just go and they follow Billy Loomis and, liked what he did. And they're like, yeah, screw, this. And then they go and do their thing.
Because remember, it makes psychos more creative. Roman, the thing about Roman is like, all right, you're going to sit there and tell me this guy orchestrated the whole thing. No, because it takes away from Billy and Stu. And I really like Billy and Stu. You know what I mean? Like it's cool because it's not cool. Nah. It shows you what 2 motivated horror fans can do with a cell phone, a knife, and some rope. And that sounds awful, but just to say, the Roman part, he orchestrated the whole thing. Like he got Billy and Stu to do this, and then they got killed, and he whispering in Aunt Jackie's ear or Billy's mom. I hate that it takes away from Billy and Stu because I really like those guys. They're very charismatic killers, and that's awesome. But has
they were the best.
Yeah, then it has the Scooby-Doo house, which is cool. I'm watching it now, and I was dreading watching this.
It does feel like Scooby-Doo because they keep running in and out of things.
You're waiting for them to start running from one side of the screen to the other, and then see Ghostface chase them, and then you're waiting, I do like Parker Posey as Gale.
Oh yeah,
because she's such a dingbat. And she's like. She's annoying, but she's comical at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it's, I don't know. Then there's like the Hollywood douchebags, shitty, but the kills are really muted in this movie.
Yeah.
Ghostface loves throwing people over balconies and shit.
Yeah.
And then that's just weird. But
yeah, it is. They,
I think they should have waited maybe a year.
Yeah.
To really, because they wouldn't have all the moms and stuff. I mean, yeah, it's a tragedy having Columbine, but I mean, it's a horror movie. It's supposed
to be scary. It's supposed to be bloody. It's what it is.
It's not Ghostface light. Or
That's it.
you know, and I'm
That's what they
surprised
should have
Wes
named it.
Craven kind of caved in because that's how he usually not to cave in, but Wes will dig his heels in and be like, "Fuck you, it's a horror movie."
Mhm.
Yeah.
But who knows? Who knows? But we got Cotton Weary.
Yeah. He showed up again, like you said. That kind of added to the story and made it interesting.
Yeah.
You know, some of the stuff that I did like. I mean, there were some cool kills. I mean, you know, the dumbass that lit the lighter in the kitchen and blows
Oh
the
my
kingdom
God, that
shit.
guy.
You know, it just
Oh yeah.
you know, that one I thought, and it's funny too. You know, he's like, huh, and he lights it, and of course it's on the paper. And
It's
boom. You know, he's like,
you know,
he, he got
yeah.
blown to hell. But yeah, and like you touched on, the acting is good. I mean, yeah, you have so many great actors in this. I mean, Lance Herkins. I mean, I love him. I've always liked his movies. He does a good
I'll
job.
watch anything Lance
Yeah,
Henriksen.
he's in everything.
Yeah,
damn near.
Henriksen. Sorry, I think I mispronounced his name. But anyway,
He's in a cat food commercial. I would buy cat food from him.
yeah,
You know?
what that raspy voice is. Oh man, yeah.
That's great.
But and then you know, Carrie Fisher was in it for a minute.
Jay and Silent Bob are in it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there you
You know,
Yeah, there's the little
Even
cameo
Patrick
they have,
Wilbur-
and then you have was it Wes Craven's like right next to him.
that's right. I always forget that. That's right. That's right. You know, and
Now, do
he's
y'all
got
know
the-
this was
I think, yeah, turns into everybody's voice
oh God, I'm glad you brought that one.
because it's in the script. So, Scream 3. Oh, lay it on me.
Yeah, that voice thing that they could have done without that. It was still kind of funny, and you know, we're in 2020, we don't have that technology, so
Right.
I don't know how they got it back in the 90s or early 2000s, but
And
They had a scene that they cut out that was showing how how Ghostface was putting each voice into the voice box, but they ended up cutting that out of the film.
that's right.
I wonder why.
They
I
should
mean-
have kept it in, man, for exposition.
Yeah, like tell us how he's doing that. Like, how are you doing that?
I picked it up at Spencer Gifts.
Yeah, it was in the
You know?
over by the lingerie in the back.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know?
because to get everybody's voice, you'd have to somehow have them like on a phone recording or something. I don't see them having that kind of technology.
Like,
Again, that maybe that falls into the rewrite thing where it's like, oh shit, guy's writing it on a steering wheel, like on a piece of paper
Yeah.
on his way to the studio, you know?
trying to eat a hamburger going down the
Yeah, he's got his McGriddle hanging out his mouth.
yeah, that would have explained a lot. Like, I think Casey said, or y'all were talking about it, where this guy was planning this for a while, right? So maybe he did, you know, give some background. Like, is he wiretapping people's phones and getting the different, you know, phrases and shit, and then putting on the little recording device? That would make sense. But him just running around with this futuristic little box, I mean, you know, give some insight on that.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense.
Plus Maureen Prescott just, no, I don't care. No, you were a dumpster baby.
Yeah.
Kind of odd. But then, I don't know. She was screwing everybody over. Just, fuck you, Roman.
She is the most evil woman ever.
Yeah, she's a bitch. Oh, there's the
Yeah,
head.
she's
Oh,
caused
son.
everything to happen.
Yeah, dude, she's the reason.
Yeah.
Wow. I did like how Sydney became a crisis counselor. I thought that was
that makes sense.
again, I think natural progression. We're like, oh, that haircut, son of a bitch.
Did you see the
Thanks. Ooh, sharp and cut you know.
Courtney Cox?
And another thing I noticed, we're just flogging this fucking movie. David Arquette looks really swole in his face.
Yeah, he does.
Like he got stung a bunch of times in the chin.
Yeah, I know that him and Courtney Cox just got back from like their honeymoon after getting married when the filming started.
Really?
Yeah, that's right. They were still in the bliss stage, I guess.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, because they were married, like you said, right before the film or during or whatever. McDreamy's in. I forget he's
film,
McDreamy,
they got
yeah.
married, had their honeymoon, and then when filming started was when they got there.
Oh wow, yeah.
That's crazy.
But
Like,
yeah, Patrick Dempsey, McDreamy.
McDreamy's in it. Yeah.
I think he's a red herring.
Yeah, you're right.
It's it has a lot of the ingredients to be a cool flick, But I will say, part two was a hard act to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't perfect, don't be wrong, because they did our boy Randy dirty. Like, oh,
Yeah, he should have never ever died.
yeah. But Aunt Jackie's hard crazy to follow. I'll say that because she's got the wild eyes. She's got like the, you know,
Oh yeah.
Billy Loomis's mom. So
Like, she has the crazy that is exactly how, like what I was explaining with the killer in this one. He doesn't really have a crazy look to him. Why
He's
couldn't
trying
Lance
too
have
hard.
been the Ghostface killer? Why couldn't? Because he has that. He can be a psycho.
yeah. Because what in part two, Timothy Ola Fantastic, it's what I call him.
Yeah.
He plays a good killer. You can see like he's like kind of foaming at the mouth, kind of like he's rearing to go, So
Yeah.
I buy that. I buy that.
Yeah.
I buy Aunt Jackie because she's doing the Pamela Voorhees thing. She's you killed my boy, and then so. But this one, really, Roman?
I don't really buy it.
It doesn't sell me. It doesn't sell me.
I know we're kind of covering the other two, not really, but like the background, like, okay, Billy, that's real traumatizing when you're a little kid and your parents are going through all that stuff. And then you find out the lady that's causing all your chaos is living like down the street from you. Of course, that's going to like weigh on your mind and your dad. What happened with his dad? Did his dad like kill himself or I can't remember
Just
what happened.
abandoned him when he was young.
Oh, he's just abandoned. So he just, hey,
ran
I'm
off,
out, right?
guess. Plus, when
Was
you're
it
a
his mother?
little
I'm
kid,
trying to remember it right. I think it was his mom that left.
his mom
his
left
mom
because his
left.
dad bails him out of jail. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's living with his dad. His dad, they don't really say much. I'm assuming his dad's a drunk and he doesn't really care about anything. So Billy's just,
Out of town
look at
work, shit like that.
look at my life. This bitch, messed up my life. And then you had, Aunt Jackie with her crazy. So that weighed on her and her son died. So that would snap someone. Roman, really? Oh, I went home and she didn't like me. So I'm going to kill everyone.
Either one of
That
my
doesn't make any
parents.
sense.
Plus, here's the thing. I guess when kids are little, like 2, 3, 4, my parents divorced when I was 3 or 4 years old, and it doesn't affect you the way it would if you were a teenager.
Yeah.
Because you're already angsty as fuck. You're getting hair in places you haven't had it before, and just life is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then your dad splits, or I'm sorry, your mom split. It's fucked up. It's all fucked up. And so, yeah, I can buy that. I can totally buy that.
No, you're right.
Wow, it's weird to see Springwood, or the
Woodsboro?
sets. Yeah, I'm sorry, Woodsboro. We watched Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Freddy's in my head. So it's like it's there's a lot of cool shit in this movie. There really is. Patrick Warburton, the Tick. Yes.
Oh yes, I love him, man. He's awesome.
See, I don't know. I don't want to sit here and just kick the snot out of this flick.
Well, it kind of, you're right, and I know we've been saying nice things about it, but I think other people agree that it's not. There's something missing. You can really tell this thing was just slammed together, and with the story arc is all over the place, and like
there's
we're
a
saying,
lot of
it's
characters in
not
this one
believable.
too. Like the cast is really long, and so yeah.
Even David Arquette's brother was in it. He was the guy in the beginning, Richmond Arquette. He's the guy that stands up and asks Gail a question when she's doing that thing at the very beginning.
That's right. I lose track of the Arquettes. There's
Jenny,
a ton of
Jenny McCarthy's in it too. I just thought of her. She's in it for a little bit.
And all right, to me, it's I have such respect and reverence and everything for the original Scream. Like I adore that movie, and so it kind of gets a pass just because it's Scream 3. Like,
it's watchable, but it's not.
Yeah, it's
great.
not like, oh my god, dude, take this fucking thing off. No, it's not like that at all. But
Yeah, Casey hit it on the head there. He said he's
And
watching me.
like it.
I've seen much worse.
Oh
We'll say
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know you have.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch your show.
This is easy street, buddy. This is
Yeah.
easy street. See, yeah. But for me, I think it gets a pass because it is Scream 3. Wes Craven did direct it.
Now,
I mean,
was
come on, Jane Silent Bob, right?
yeah, was this Wes's last directed movie?
No, he also did part 4, and I don't know
Yeah.
what else after that.
Okay, I thought that one of the Screams was. I couldn't remember if he did part 4, if he was still around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
And I always
The new
thought
one coming up
he
is
did all-
not.
Yeah, his first one he hasn't directed. Oh, look, his chin is swole like a tick. Wow.
Well, maybe he had Botox or something. He was like,
I don't
they
know.
went to a spa or something. I don't know.
His head is huge in this.
See, David Arquette's acting is, to me, you have to look like you don't know where the hell you are and you're trying to figure it out. Like you come out of a coma or something. That's
Yeah.
he's like always squinting. He's like, and then he talks and he just looks confused. I don't even think he knows he's in a movie.
That's great.
Yeah, I can see
no,
that.
yeah, you're right.
That's his method acting.
Because like there's some movies he's really good in, like what is it, Bone Tomahawk. He's only in that movie not long, but I like his characters. He sells it.
He does.
In other movies, he phones it in. I think. Hey, James.
Scream 3 being one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. And I always get some of the scenes from Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back mixed up with this. So I'm always waiting for the scene where she's like, Jesus Christ, Wes, a monkey? And
yeah.
So that's
pretty cool. See, I didn't even piece that together. When I saw him in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, I guess they were doing it at the same time.
Our studies show viewers like monkeys. Like it's what he said. So it just cracks me up.
That would have made it a lot better.
Thank you, man. I would have bought that over Roman.
Oh man.
It's I went to the theater and saw it, and it was got out. Yeah. Scream 3.
A lot of fanfare, I remember the days when they had a lot of that. And, back in the day when they had a movie trailer, they didn't show you, most of the movie. And then after the releasing weekend, the following week, they show you more clips of the movie. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, not a lot of people have time to go to the movie right away. So,
See,
back in the day, they knew how to advertise.
Yes, yeah. But they have like the teaser, trailer 1, trailer 2, and it's like
the fifth and final trailer. Jesus,
it's strange, man. Because it's like, oh, show them a little bit more. Why, dude? I'm paying $12. I want to, don't.
They have some type of surprise in the film by the time you go see
it.
it.
Surprised me. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Here comes the ghost, and it says it was written by Aaron Kruger, which I don't buy that. I think there was probably like 12 writers, and they just there's so much going on, and there's a lot of characters in this movie.
Yeah, if I remember right, it was like a rewrite, like every other day or something.
Every day, because the script kept leaking or something like that.
Yeah.
Welcome to the internets, and it was,
That's when the internet was a little toddler in the early 2000s.
In its swaddling clothes. So again, I think there was just a lot of shit going on when this movie came out, and I don't know. Again, I don't want to like club a baby seal or anything.
I think that thing's slippers by now, but
so yeah, I don't know. She sees her mom's ghost, and I have to go to LA.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's Ghostface. He broke the window.
Yeah, he comes through after.
The and she's got this
mom's
minimal fence for security. You can hop.
Yeah, it's like a little wooden fence. Like, who can't get through that?
Yeah. So they want us to think, okay, So this Roman guy is doing this whole planning, right?
It's the
What was his
maestro.
plan to get her there? She goes because she sees her mom's ghost, and she's like, "I got to go to L.A. now." Like, no one
Yeah,
called her, or did they call
Well,
her?
that Ghostface did call her also.
Oh,
yeah, that's right.
that's right.
That's
He
right.
does.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still, that's your big plan is to your mom rejected you
Hmm.
a second time, um, and you're just gonna kill your sister
Yeah.
just because, like, fuck it, Saturday morning cartoons are over. Let's do this. I don't.
And
It,
he wasn't doing bad. When he's a director.
he was
He's
the
like
hot shot, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the
he's
young
not
new
doing bad. What
dude.
are
I'm
you so
telling you,
mad about?
dude.
Well,
Make enough money. Yeah, do enough drinking, be all right. You know, like
and I do understand getting upset and tearing up the script. My movie got shut down because all these murders. But I mean, he's the cause of it because he killed
I was
people.
gonna say, fucking, what are you doing? You did it to yourself. It's all good.
It killed my movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think.
it's magic voice box.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. We all agree it's the weak. In my opinion, it's the weakest one. I'd say.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
in what Scream 4, chicks just chasing clout, which
Yeah.
in today's climate, I buy that. I totally buy that.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, um,
Take it to the extreme.
yeah, it's. And what was it you said the other day about we got a Randy replacement sort of thing?
Yeah. Randy
That one
replacement with
guy,
what was his name?
I can't think. No.
I had it the other day. Why can't I think of it? It's been a while since I watched
I
it.
can see his face. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he was the other killer. He was the second killer. He was basically like a replacement for Randy.
Yeah, and he got fucked
I
up.
can't
So
think
it
of
just
that name,
wow.
but yeah, he was a good actor. He played the role really well, and new horror movies like really good. I mean, they had like a cinema club and all that, and they had like a what was it like a stabathon out in this
Stab
barn and everything.
Ah man. So I don't know. Overall, it is a favorite franchise of mine. I really enjoy Scream. But it's the third one, man. You can't.
Well, and if
Charlie,
you
his name was Charlie.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
damn it,
I don't know.
Charlie.
It took me a while to remember his damn name. But it's been a while since I watched that one.
Well, I was staring at Jenny McCarthy, so I was miles away.
Yeah.
No.
Shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah, I know your eyes are up there.
No, all said and done, like you said, I understand the watering down and everything. I get that. Um, it is watchable. I do like it. I don't hate it. Yeah, we've been bashing it, but I don't think we've been bashing it. I think we've been kind of tweaking it. Like, why didn't they do this? Or, you know,
Yeah, it's out of love,
maybe,
man. It's not. Yeah, we're not like this movie sucks.
yeah.
No, not at all.
Well,
Not
you
at
got to add a little substance more than the movie did, but you just like why I like when people say, "Hey, I didn't like this movie." Okay, well then let's talk about why you don't like it, and
Mhm.
that's kind
Oh
of what
yeah.
we're doing.
Yeah, yeah,
We're not like this movie's terrible and it's a piece of shit. We never need to watch it again.
yeah.
I'm a completist. If I start the first one, I'm going to watch the whole thing.
Oh
Which,
yeah, I'm the same way.
Yep, absolutely.
but yeah, I do like this movie, and I love Wes Craven. He brought us a lot of good movies. He did. I mean, come on,
Wes Craven, he's amazing.
Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, he brought us that size, and you know,
He made one of my favorite horror movies of all is Serpent and the Rainbow.
oh
Like
man,
that
Okay.
movie's fucking
Oh,
terrifying.
dude.
Don't bury me, I'm not dead. Ooh, like
You brought up something I had not seen that in a minute. I mean, it's been a
based on
while.
factual stuff, man. Harvard sent a guy to the islands to research Clarius Narcisse, who he a Bokor fucking zombified him, made him
Yeah,
a slave. Go work in my fields. Blah blah blah. It's like what? Terrifying stuff. But
very cool movie.
I'm gonna have to
Very,
watch that.
we had a
yeah.
guest on one time, and he had said that Wes Craven was one of the only directors, horror directors or other, that had movies that were hits in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the aughts. 40 years he had movies that were relevant.
Yeah, that's true.
That's insane. That's unheard of. You know.
That is.
So
That's an
yeah.
accomplishment. Yeah.
Oh, he will be missed. Rest in peace, Wes Craven.
Oh yes.
But really intelligent, super intelligent guy, and I think he just kind of phoned it in on this one. Just,
There was a lot of studio interference with this.
Exactly, man. I think he was just in a corner, and he was like, "Well, I can get paid or no."
And that's
yeah,
what happens.
Probably would have been like, well, if you won't do it, someone else will.
Thank you. Absolutely.
You hit that on the head right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen it with other movies too. I mean, they're just under a crunch, and you got people like, you need to finish this, and then they produce it, and it's like, what the hell? We watch it.
What happened? Yeah.
What happened to this?
And we're sitting here, like talking about it, and it's because we want the movie to be better. We want because we care about these characters.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean? We're invested, man. So yeah, that's all. Yeah. And Ghostface is an icon of horror, like it or not.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. He's been around for a while now, and
this
has a new film coming out next year.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. I didn't think I would be as excited as I am for Scream 5.
This Scream 5, I watched the concept trailer for it. It was on YouTube, and it looks. I mean, this is the one that I think this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good addition, and it's more believable. It looks like there's a cult of kids that are just like dressing up as Ghostface, and then you got Matthew Lillard looking all fucked up in the back of the. Yeah. This is going to be great.
Well, conspiracy theory, whatever the case may be, shit spreads like wildfire on the internet.
Oh,
and
yeah.
If there's somebody who is just looking for something, they have a void or whatever, and just that's all it takes, man. It's a little seed, and boom, you got a killer on your hands now.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's cool. It's different, It's
I hope they
product of the times, if you will, I guess.
Yeah. It is. And I really hope they go with it. And I mean, Matthew Lillard's makeup, how he looks all scratched up in the face, I'm like, he just looks so fucking badass. Like, that just looks cool. Like, how come he couldn't escape the mental facility and been in like part 4 or something, looking like he did? That would just have been awesome.
Now he's gonna retcon Roman and was Stu the whole time. So just whoa, like yes.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he did mention he'd like to come back.
It's like they were all red herrings.
Yeah,
every had a thing for you, Sid. Just awesome. So who knows?
His character was great.
Cox went on record saying Wes would be proud of this movie.
That's great. Yeah.
I hope it's not bullshit, but
well,
trying to make up that haircut.
I don't know about. They seem to be doing better. What do you guys think? Are they doing a lot of these franchises just like the newest Halloween? And do you think they're doing them better now? Like, instead of the previous one, the first ones are gold. I'm just talking about like the other ones after.
Yeah. You want to go ahead, Casey? I'd
say like
long-winded
Halloween
on this.
2018. Mm-hmm. That one was all right. No. Black Christmas 2019.
No.
So it just depends.
Yeah. I haven't seen the 2019 Black Christmas. Of course, I've seen the original and then the remake. What was it? Mid 2000s?
2006.
Yeah. So
Billy had jaundice.
Yeah.
Had a bunch of inbreeding and just out. Yeah. But yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't know. 2018 Halloween. I thought, hey, it wasn't bad. I mean, there were some before that were just terrible. Yeah, I mean, they were just what is going on here? Yeah. Curse of Michael Myers is one of them that I don't like.
Bag of shit.
So part 5 and
yeah. So I mean, yeah, I like the camera. They kind of paid homage to John Carpenter with the camera angles. You're behind Michael and everything. I loved it. I love how the camera panned and you saw windows and people were in their house just doing whatever. He's just a maniac. It is awesome.
The camera work is gorgeous in that movie.
It was great.
Oh yeah.
A+ for that, but yeah, I can see
Oh
why some
yeah,
people
aesthetically it was beautiful. Very, very pretty movie. It was cool because what's his name? Shit, I can't remember his name. He played the sheriff in 2018.
Oh, I'm trying to
Will
think.
Patton. Is that his name?
Oh shit.
He was in Armageddon. He's in a bunch of stuff.
Now
The
you
guy-
got me thinking. I'm
anyway,
trying to think of it too.
he's really good as the sheriff. I was really happy they made it. I was like, oh, that's great. What a great pick.
Yeah.
Halloween 3, tip of the
Mhm.
hat was cool. Seeing
Oh, yeah.
the
Oh
silver
yeah,
shamrock.
the mask and the kids. Yeah.
That kill in the one house where he smashes her head against the window and fucking stabs her in the neck and stuff. That was pretty brutal. He kills a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like, wow, this is all right. That's evil walking around. I really was just expecting Loomis and the shot him 6 times and just like, but it wasn't bad. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It definitely could have been worse.
Yeah.
hopefully, Scream 5 brings that brutality back. I think.
Yeah, the same people that did Ready or Not, I think it was called, are doing this one.
Oh wow. Okay. So, all right.
That one was a decent movie.
No, I haven't seen that. Ready or Not. Which one is Ready or Not? Is that
It's
the hunting party with the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. Shit. All right.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. Now that you said that, I'll definitely go watch it. Yeah, and again, like, all right, with Scream 5, you kind of want those tip of the hat nods to be in, to cite the original, pay its respects, if you will.
Yeah.
I thought the 2018 wrapped it up nicely though, because Laurie Strode became this crazy paranoid shut-in, I guess. I buy that.
Yeah, been preparing for Michael to like escape and come after her again, and
she turned her house into a trap, man. Her whole
Yeah.
house
I
turned
mean,
into a
like you
trap.
said, believable. Yeah.
And when they didn't show him burn the fuck up, I was like, Halloween, the quest for more money is coming.
yeah.
I'm right there beside you. When I went to the theater and saw that, I was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me! Come on,
dude! Oh, man, dude,
Jesus
no,
Christ!" Now they're like Halloween Kills, and then
he's under the truck, like part 4.
Yeah. Let's not forget
He must have like punched his way through the wall or something. Who knows?
Hey, it's evil. Don't underestimate evil. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a slasher franchise. I get it. But I thought they wrapped it up pretty cool in 2018.
Yeah, they don't always make sense. So.
Yeah, not at all, man. Not at all.
Well, hopefully, part 5 of Scream, they'll wrap this up, and it'll make sense. It'll be the final.
It's actually going to be a new trilogy.
Oh yeah. Shit.
They're planning, I think, 3 new Screams.
Oh wow!
It's supposed to be like a reboot of restarting the whole franchise over again.
So
it's not really Scream 5. It's Scream.
Scream hard.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not going to be Scream 5. It's going to be Scream, but the 3 usual ones, Nev and Courtney and David Arquette, they're all going to be in it also, but they're not like main characters or something, is what I heard.
Wow.
It's more based on this new cast that's coming in.
Huh.
Wow. I didn't know that.
I'm intrigued,
Yeah, cool. I am too.
Totally different. So, as long as they stick with the match.
Because I don't know if they're going to kill them all off or what they're going to do exactly, but that's what I was hearing. It's going to be Scream, not Scream 5.
Huh.
It's like a reboot.
Wow. I don't know. It was David Arquette the whole time. I have no idea. It was the Fonz. That wasn't him that got killed in the first one.
Oh man,
yeah, the Fonz, yeah.
That giant pair of scissors. It sounds pretty cool, man. Because from what you're saying, it sounds original. That's what's killing me on these horror. Seen it. Like just, I don't know, man.
Give us something new, something that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah,
I think that's what they need to do, and I mean that's pretty cool that they're rebooting the franchise and they're starting off with a lot of the original cast members. That's cool. So who knows where they're going to go with it, but I mean, hopefully they do it some justice and kind of breathe a little bit new life into it. But I agree with you,
Absolutely.
Slinky. I mean, just seeing it is iconic. You see that mask, you know what it's from. And that's
Every
hard to do.
Halloween, they're everywhere.
That's hard to do. That I mean,
Yeah.
Jason, Michael Myers, and Freddy, and now you got Ghostface, and people know where it's from. Even people that don't like horror movies know
Never
what the hell
seen them.
that's
They
from. Yeah,
understand
Oh
what
yeah,
that is.
definitely.
which is real hard to do, I think.
Well, I always admired that about slasher flicks is they'll take some mask that is in every five and dime, readily available, not necessarily threatening, it's a fucking hockey mask for Christ's sake. And they make it terrifying, like utterly terrifying, because there's only so much detail, I think, in the masks. So each viewer projects their own like horror or terror onto the mask. So it's not necessarily the mask. It's
What's behind the mask?
it's kind of hard what I'm saying, but they take something that is readily available and not necessarily threatening, and they make it terrifying. Because I mean, it's Michael Myers' mask is a Captain Kirk mask, for Christ's sake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They just
that's a
painted
neat
it
story
white.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. And so it's like, wow, you guys took something really non-threatening and just, it induces fear and terror whenever it's seen. And that ghost mask, it does it. It does it. It's funny because I had one of those before Scream came out. And I remember seeing the trailer and I was like, fuck, I got one of those in the closet. And
I have that mask.
yeah, I got it in a craft store for 50 cents. I paid for that mask. And
Wow.
now it's an icon of Halloween, man, So love
Yeah,
it.
you can get all different versions of them. Like
I got a bunch.
specialized made ones.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
I think I have the one that we bought it. I think my son was Ghostface one year, and it had where the little pump and the blood comes down it. Now it's just a door decoration because he outgrew it. So,
awesome.
But yeah, you're right. There's different versions of it and different colors too, and they just they've been going crazy.
This one here, this one's rigid.
Yeah,
but then I got two up there, kind of squishy.
Yeah, they got like glow in the dark ones.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I have one of the original
kinds of
Fun
stuff.
World ones. That's orange.
Oh yeah.
Remember Liz found it at a Goodwill for like 50 cents. I was like, what? It's pretty cool. But it's iconic. It's iconic, Yeah. So I enjoy the Scream franchise, so it gets a pass because it is what it is. So
I do recommend it. I mean, if someone goes to part one, it does fit. It fits in there. It's not the greatest, but it fits in there, and I think it's worth watching. And I've seen it a couple of times. I saw it at the theater, and then of course like I said, I watched part 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now that the newer version of Scream's coming out, I'll watch them again. So it goes with it. So I do recommend people watch it.
Yeah. I would
haven't
tell
seen it,
someone
definitely.
not to watch it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I think we said what we were gonna say. I was gonna say final words, final thoughts, and the Tick's in it.
Yeah, that's it.
Joe
Simpson.
What did you guys think when you heard Scream 5 was announced? Like, how'd you oh shit, or oh yeah,
I thought, okay, yeah. That was my initial thought was all right, but then I started remembering they're doing this other stuff with all these other franchises, and I was like, okay, well, I'll give it a chance. I'm, that's how I felt. Now that I've seen like a concept trailer and stuff, I'm a little bit more excited about it, like where it could go. I mean, I know shit can change. I hope they don't. I kind of like that idea, so we'll see. But I definitely will be watching it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
What about you?
yeah, I was pretty excited when I
I
first
know,
heard
yeah,
about
you were really excited. I know that.
it because like I've been watching these since I was a kid, so I was like another one, and I don't know, I just love Ghostface because he's so much scarier and more realistic than any other like slasher out there. It's two like in the beginning, the first one, two guys who are horror fans with a knife, like he was saying, a mask and some rope, and just snap. It's more realistic. It's not Jason or this unkillable Michael or just
The evil is gone from here. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just very realistic and could actually happen.
absolutely. Yes, it's and it's plausible. I guess it's kind of weird. It's kind of
You're
crazy.
right. It is.
It's let's see.
Yeah, they didn't have superpowers or anything. I mean, they just were
Yeah.
a
There's
knife.
no.
Well, in the third one, he had a gun too.
Roman was packing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. I guess they have one planned where whatever Kevin Bacon expressed interest, which I think that would be very interesting and cool to see the Bacon
Oh, yeah.
take on Freddy. Like that'd be amazing. I'm sorry, the Friday the 13th franchise is on standstill until
There's nothing going on with that.
yeah, no new stuff can come out. So that's on hold, right? There's a new Leatherface sequel coming out. Okay. So when Scream 5 made its announcement, I was kind of like, oh, all right, well, it's one of the big guys. There's new content coming out. There's another movie coming out. All right, yeah, I'm down. Because what Child's Play remake? Mm, mm,
Yeah,
but it wasn't all that.
we'll
At
get to
least
that someday.
Yeah.
it's like they flipped the switch to kill versus. So it's but out of the big horror cycle, and then Michael Myers, he's got Jason Blum, just whatever. Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I was excited about it because I mean some of the other stuff is at a standstill at this point. It's not really, dead stock, if you will. So I'm excited. Plus we get new Scream figures, and that's always cool. So.
Yeah, that will be cool. Yeah, that sucks for the fans, especially the whole Friday the 13th crap, and it's stupid, but whatever.
I get it, man. Like you want your money
if
to OT it, but
if they reboot the Nightmare on Elm Street, they've already tried it once, so
Yeah, it didn't work out too well the first time.
There were parts that were cool, man. Like Jackie Earl Haley, he had that nerve. It's a nervous tick or whatever, but he had that thing where he was always grinding his two fingers.
Mhm.
That's a nice touch, but the guy's 3 feet tall. He's not do the Tom Cruise thing, man. Give him a milk crate. Like,
Freddy on a milk crate. That would have been hilarious.
I mean, he's Freddy.
Let me get this step ladder.
Yeah, let me get my step ladder, bitch. Like, it's weird. But they really blew it with that one. Get me started on that shit.
Yeah, I know. We could go on and on about all the. I mean, I've held my tongue on some of these. I'm like, oh, I want to get into that, but no.
And in the Amityville remake, fucking no.
Here we go.
Well, it was like the Amityville Horror, Ryan Reynolds' abs. That's what that movie should have been called.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds shirtless.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Scream 3 needed. Ryan Reynolds shirtless. No,
it would have been awesome.
No one knew who he was at that time.
Yeah, because this is before Waiting. I think. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He
was just starting out.
So that's funny. Ryan Reynolds.
I think we about covered Scream 3.
What are people watching it like these guys? Jesus Christ! No.
Yeah.
If you had to give it a rating, what would you say?
Let's see. Out of what? 5 magic voice boxes?
10.
10? Oh shit.
10 voice boxes.
10 magic voice boxes. 4. There, I said it.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
I will give it 4 magic voice boxes, and I'll raise you a Courtney Cox haircut.
Oh, son of! I almost said that. I almost said that. A bounty on her barber.
Ooh. This one I'll give it a 5.
Ooh, that's. I thought. Ooh, that's
5 voice
low.
boxes, magic voice. All right.
Yeah, 5 out of 10. I mean, it's got its problems, but it's not horrible. I mean, it's watchable. Like I said earlier, it's just not the best. But if you're gonna watch the franchise, don't skip it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah, it's
This
essential.
isn't like Season of the Witch or nothing. Like,
Yeah.
which I mean, I love the movie, but most people they skip over it whenever they do the Halloween series. Just,
Oh man, people. I've gotten
Yeah.
heated arguments over that movie, dude. Oh shit. Yeah. So, all right, that's it for Scream
yeah, I
3.
think that's about it. Before we get out of here, why don't you go ahead and plug anything you'd like to plug?
For sure. You can catch me on Podcast from Beneath. We have new episodes come out every Wednesday. And of course, you can catch my other show. It's on B Movie TV, Sci-Fi Sideshow. And, look up B Movie TV on demand. They got some awesome old B movies on there. So, and those are the things I'm going to plug.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you again for coming on.
Yes, dude. It was a pleasure, man. Had a great time. Had a great time.
Man. No, thank y'all for having me on. I love talking movies and I'd love to do it again. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So, let's see. You want to plug our stuff while we got him here? Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, you're watching it.
Yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell. We drop new content every single week. My show, The Shit Slinky Made Me Watch, where this guy makes you watch some of the worst movies ever every single week. And then, of course, what you're watching now, Horror After Midnight.
Yes.
And also our Facebook group, Horror After Midnight.
Mm-hmm. Come join the group. You'll have a lot of fun. We're the kids your mom warned you about.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Fuck it. Let's go watch a zombie movie.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
I'm down.
Let's get out of here.
Let's go.